We've seen, especially here in 2011 and the end of 2010, the importance of technology and the role it's played with the Arab Spring, certainly especially what happened in Cairo. Is this movement toward, we could call it lightweight, perhaps low resolution, but highly mobile cameras that we find on cell phones, distributed everywhere, is it going to have an effect, or has it already had an effect on photojournalism in those places, and especially where we see photojournalism and war photography?
Well, we are living a revolution. It's in the middle of a total transitional and revolution of the whole world of, and not only technology of the whatever. Everything's around us is changing. Everything's and changing in an incredible and accelerated movement that we can't even catch up with it now. And one of the main language of this revolution is image, because it's universal. The whole. We're talking about globalization. We never thought, hey, the globalization needs also a language that we understand with everybody. This is the image,
yes,
right? So, what's happening now? It's like, again, given an example, 2 centuries ago, we had people that. The writers, when they were writing, they have to go and get a feather to write their stories. And then there was an invention of the beak, or whatever, the pencil is.
Sure.
And then, today everybody has a beak in his pocket, everybody in the world, almost. But it doesn't mean that everybody has become Hemingway or Victor Hugo because they have a pen in their pockets. So by having a camera in the hand, or having a possibility of using your phone taking a picture, it doesn't mean that you became a photographer.
I see.
You know what I mean? It's globalization of a tool. Everybody can have this tool. Like was, again, I said, the pen was something that was only for the writers or very high level people. They used to have 2 centuries back. Now everybody has in his pocket. But people haven't become Hemingway and Victor Hugo or John Faulkner, you know.
Of course.
It's the same thing with the camera. But what is happening, by having the camera and ability of having this mobile phone photography, now the citizen journalism is start coming. This is the main thing. The citizen journalism is the next step of the journalism, of the photojournalism, where everybody could report, everybody could document, everybody could record what's happening around him. And this is bad news for the dictators. This is bad news for the people that they were hiding the things. This is bad news for the mafia people. This is bad news for it's only bad news for the bad people in reality. You know what I mean?
So this transparency may not be photojournalism in all its cases, but it certainly is something that is useful for seeing democratic movements move forward and seeing greater transparency in opaque regimes.
It is part of the photojournalism, it is, but it's democratization of the information, democratization of the reporting, you know. In 5-10 years from now, will be none of those TVs will be there around, none of those newspapers and magazines will be there. Maximum maybe 10 years, if you really want to give them a little more time. The whole thing is changing. You will be a reporter, everybody will be a reporter, but in a different way.
Yes.
Yeah.